Hey guys, Jonathan from Just Nerds here, and the summer season is finally upon us. As some of you may know, I did a video on my top 5 most anticipated anime of the spring season, and since I really enjoyed that video, I decided that I would make a video on my top 5 most anticipated anime of the summer season. So I will try to keep on doing this, and hopefully some of you might really enjoy it. So to start off my list is number 5, Chaos Dragon. So my number 5 isn't an anime that I'm really excited for, but it does look interesting. Chaos Dragon revolves around 2 countries fighting for supremacy, which is causing the world to be torn apart. The island country Nokomoi has lost its independence, and at the same time, the guardian god of Nokomoi goes out of control. So I honestly don't know that much about this anime, but the premise does seem interesting enough. The character designs look cool, the action from what I can tell looks pretty great, and it might end up telling a compelling story of how Nokomoi gains back its independence. Or it could end up just not being good, but we'll see. Number 4, Classroom Crisis. So the basic premise of Classroom Crisis is that it is set in the near future and follows a group of high school students who are a part of a space program. Other than that, there is no real information on it, and the fact that it is also an original work leaves a lot about it mysterious. And since there's not that much information about it, there's really not that much to say about it. And I'm not exactly sure what to think about it because at first it just seems like an ordinary high school slice of life show, but the whole space aspect of it seems like there might be a little something more to it as well. But still, it looks enjoyable and hopefully it's good. Number 3 is Charlotte. Charlotte takes place in an alternate world where a small percentage of children are able to manifest superpowers upon reaching puberty. The story follows members of the student council of a certain high school as they help other students with their powers. Our main protagonist, Riyuu, uses his powers without others knowing, but when he meets a mysterious girl, everything will soon change. So Charlotte is the newest anime by PA Works, and I really like PA Works, but a lot of their stuff can be really hit or miss. Their last 2 works were Shirobako, which was great, and Glossit, which was just plain terrible, so it could go either way with Charlotte honestly. But as a comic book fan, I have always loved the premise of people with special powers, and with the idea of a student council trying to help out kids with other powers, sounds like a really cool premise. It actually reminds me of Heroes, until Heroes became bad, but let's hope this isn't the case with Charlotte. The only thing leaving me really skeptical is that the story is being done by Jun Maeda. Generally, Jun Maeda's writing has also been hit or miss while working on shows like Air, Karan, Little Busters, and Angel Beats. It's probably the biggest thing that will either make or break the show for you, but for me, I just honestly don't have enough experience with his work to make that strong of an opinion, so I will just have to wait and see. Number 2 is Akagami no Shirayuki Hime. This anime focuses on a young red-haired girl named Shirayuki who escapes from a forced marriage to a neighboring country. There, she meets Prince Zen and saves his life from a poisoned apple. From there, she eventually finds a position to train in the palace as a pharmacist. The anime follows Shirayuki as she carries out her duties as a court pharmacist and makes some new friends along the way. So my first impression of Akagami is that it reminds me of The World is Still Beautiful, which was one of my favorite animes of last year, so if it's anything like that, I'm sure I'll love it. But other than that, the characters look likable, the animation by Bones looks great, and the premise sounds interesting, so there's really not that much I can say except that. Number 1, Dragon Ball Super. Now, there's not much that I can say except that it's Dragon Ball. My friends and I really enjoy Dragon Ball, especially when it comes to the Kai series. And whether you're a fan or not, you can't deny that Dragon Ball getting its first new anime series in 15 years is a pretty big deal. Everyone thought that this could never happen, but now we finally get a chance to experience the story after the Majin Buu saga. One that isn't terrible. Starting with the 2 movies, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, Dragon Ball is finally getting back new interest after so many years. With old and newer characters, I'm sure we can expect the same over-the-top action and stories that Dragon Ball is known for. So that finishes this list, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please post your most anticipated shows down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.